Let us solve this inverse trigonometric equation. We have arctangent of x plus arctangent of 3 equals 90 degrees. So we are asked to find the value of x where x is greater than 0. So here is the solution. To solve this inverse trigonometric equation, we let a be equal to the arctangent of x and let b be the arctangent of 3. Now let us rewrite the given equation. We have arctangent of x plus arctangent of 3 equals 90 degrees. Now, since we let a and b be the arctangent of x and arctangent of 3 respectively, this inverse trigonometric equation now becomes a plus b equals 90 degrees. Now, let us draw the reference triangles for a and b. Okay, so please remember the SOHCAHTOA. So we have tangent function here, arctangent. Tangent is opposite over the adjacent. So we have arctangent of x. Since we have tangent of x, so we need to express x as x over 1. So the opposite is x and the adjacent is 1. So we have here x. So suppose this is angle A. The opposite side of angle A is x and the adjacent is 1. So we need to determine the hypotenuse. So to determine the hypotenuse, we will be using the Pythagorean theorem first. The square of the hypotenuse is equal to the square of A plus the square of B, where A and B are the legs. So x and 1 are the legs of the right triangle. Now, we have, so suppose this is h, so h square equals x square plus 1. So extracting the roots, we have h equals the root of x squared plus 1. So we have the root of x squared plus 1. Now, let us draw the reference triangle for angle B. Okay. So suppose this is angle B. So we have 3. So 3 can be expressed as 3 over 1. So that 3 is the opposite and 1 is the adjacent. So this is the opposite side and this is the adjacent side. So to solve for the hypotenuse, h squared equals 3 squared plus 1 squared. And we have h squared equals 9 plus 1. So h squared equals 10. So extracting the roots, h is equal to the root of 10. So we have the root of 10 here as the hypotenuse. Now, since we let a be the arctangent of x and b the arctangent of 3, and the inverse trigonometric equation becomes a plus b equals 90 degrees, we will choose any trigonometric function. So in this case, it is better to choose a cosine function. Why is that? Because if we will get the cosine of both sides of the equation, cosine a plus b equals cosine 90 degrees, we know that cosine 90 degrees is equal to 0. So it makes simpler, right? So that the right side becomes 0. And we need to recall the sum and difference identities. So in this case, cosine of the sum of the angles. And that is equal to cosine A times cosine B minus sine A times sine B. And the right side is equal to 0 because cosine 90 is 0. Now, we need to use the reference triangle shown above, okay, for the needed values of the trigonometric functions. So what is cosine A? Cosine is adjacent over the hypotenuse. So we have 1 over the hypotenuse x squared plus 1. Then multiply it by the cosine b. Cosine b is adjacent over the hypotenuse. So we have 1 over 10 minus sine a. Sine is opposite over the hypotenuse. So we have the opposite over the hypotenuse x squared plus 1. And multiply it by sine b. Sine b is opposite over the hypotenuse. Okay, and everything is equal to 0. Now, let us simplify the left side of the equation. So we have 1 over, okay, if you have square root of a times square root of b, that is square root of a times b, right, from algebra. So we will be using that idea, the rules for radicals. Okay, so hence we have the root of 10 times x squared plus 1. Okay, and then minus 3x over the root of 10 times x squared plus 1. And everything is equal to 0. Now, let us simplify. Notice that the denominator of the first term and the last term are just the same, right? So we have to subtract directly the numerators. We have 1 minus 3x all over the root of 10 times x squared plus 1. And everything is equal to 0. Now, the denominator must not be equal to 0, right? So upon cross multiplication, the denominator must not be equal to 0, because if that is equal to 0, that will make undefined, right? So we only have to consider 1 minus 3x equals 0. So solving for x, we have 3x equals 1, right? Or you can consider this, just transpose minus 3x to the right side. 1 equals 3x. And divide both sides by 3. So x is equal to 1, 3. And that is our solution.